I'm honestly concerned now. Is this left midfield role in this 3-5-2 formation cursed? Oh my... Oh no. Hey yo people, welcome back to the Brom Squad Gaming channel and welcome back to the Manchester United career mode, the tactical Manchester United career mode, by the way. We are currently in the month of October. We've just had the summer transfer window close shut. We've signed some good players. We've done a whole lot of good stuff. Of course, that was in August. We've done a whole lot of good stuff. We're starting off this episode with an away trip to Manchester City. Now, I just wanted to show you guys the schedule. We've got City, we've got Sheffield United away, Bramall Lane, if I'm not mistaken. We've then got AEK. Is it AEK Athens? Yes, I think it is. Then we've got the likes of Forest at Old Trafford before a home game to Wolverhampton Wanderers and then an away game to Aston Villa. Now, my thoughts and opinions are we're going to play the City game, of course. We're going to simulate the Sheffield United game. We're going to play AEK Athens because we do need to get more results. We do need to get more points in the Champions League, especially after that debacle in the last episode. And we are also going to play both the likes of Forest and Aston Villa. That means we're going to simulate the Wolverhampton Wanderers game in the League Cup. So that is the plan. Those are the 4 games we will be showcasing in this episode. Now, if you guys don't mind, before I hop on into the game versus City and we start getting all emotionally invested, please smash the like button down below. Please subscribe if you are new. We are on the road to 25k. In fact, by the time that this recording may go out, we might already have hit 25k. So if we have, god damn it, I love this community. If we haven't, please do subscribe. It would be amazing. And onto the City game. Now, if we take a look here, of course, we do know that Manchester City are currently in second place, but we also know that Pep Guardiola is no longer in charge of Manchester City. They've got Memphis Depay on their bench. That's crazy. Phil Foden, Marmoush, Semenyo, Ake, Akanji, and Kusanov join him on the bench. Very, very strong-looking side. Doku, Haaland, Cherki are supposedly the guys who are going to be starting up front, with Bernardo Silva, Reinders, and Kovacic in the midfield. Aït-Nouri, Ruben Diaz, Gvardiol, they probably should swap over, and Mateus Nunes form the back 4, and of course, this is all a predicted lineup, and Donnarumma is the man between the posts. Okay, in terms of their tactical preset, it's still set to standard. Now, when I went and had a look at who the coach was and everything, I'm pretty sure it said that he was a possession-based manager, so maybe my scouts still haven't really updated the info, but for the time being, we are going to play them as though it will be a standard sort of approach. So they're going to keep their shape, they're going to try and play good football when they do have possession, we know this, but they are going to be somewhat unpredictable with their approach. It's not going to be just tiki-taka football, possession for possession's sake. It's going to be a bit of long ball, a bit of short ball, very direct at times, or looking to try and maintain the ball in brief moments. Their key defensive players are Ruben Diaz and Gvardiol, of course, they're back 2, and their key attacking players will stem from the midfield areas in Reinders and Bernardo Silva. Okay, so Haaland, of course, he will definitely be a major scoring factor, so we also need to man mark the stuffing out of him. Now, the idea is, do we go with our new formation that was showcased in the last episode, or do we revert back to our 4-2-3-1 narrow shape? It is at the Etihad. We can't be too expansive with our approach. Lots of questions will be answered soon enough. Now, when it comes to the press conferences, your boy Brom Squad is amazing at chatting to the media. The media love me. They think I'm amazing, and it's because I have a good relationship with him. Now, Oosterwolde, he has been very, very good, to say the very least. He has been absolutely outstanding. That left-back position, he has made it his own. Of course, he's got Humphreys backing him up, and Humphreys in the last episode was absolutely outstanding himself. So we've got some great competition for positions and places, and to be fair as well, both of our left-backs can also slot in a centre-back. So if we do potentially play with our new formation, we won't really have an issue there because we've got the likes of an Oosterwolde or a Humphreys or of course a Martinez or even a Natsio. We can all play in that left-sided centre-back role or even as the middle centre-back. Now, of course, Sesko, he's had a bit of a slower start this season, and of course the likes of Jared Bowen has also been very good since coming in. But Sesko of late, he started picking up a bit of form. He started scoring a few more goals, and you can see his confidence is slowly starting to increase and get to the levels that we need. Now, this is where my money is earned. I've just realized. God damn it, Mateus Cunha is out. It does mean that Ahmad does play, which is fine. I love Ahmad. I'm thinking we keep this 4-2-3-1 shape. It'll throw, I nearly said Pep Guardiola. It will throw the Man City approach off, and it'll keep the ball in our court in terms of how we are going to play this game. Sesko, I want him to start. Jared Bowen, of course, he's also recently just been fully converted into a striker, which is great. Dorgu's going to get some minutes. I'm thinking, though, we want more athleticism in the midfield. We want a bit more running power in the midfield. So Edison's going to come in for the likes of Stiller. Now, Stiller has been our commander-in-chief, our dictator, the guy who's orchestrating from deep. So it's a big call for me, but I am going to make that call because Martinez is going to kind of take over that role for us, dictating the play from deep, breaking lines with those nice, crisp, precise passes. Mazraoui is going to start. That's fine. Oosterweld's going to play. That's okay. I'm thinking that's going to be the only change that we do make. So Kobbie Mainoo is going to have a slightly different role. He's going to be more of the defensive player. Although, is he? Because now that I'm thinking about it, I actually don't want that. I don't want that. In fact, we're going to switch things up quite a bit here. We're going to have both of our holding players as roaming players alongside a roaming Bruno Fernandes in the 10. Very fluid sort of midfield rotations. Quite like that a lot. I mean, I don't mind Kobbie playing deeper. Of course, last season he was playing a lot deeper for us. In fact, he was the brain behind our whole system in terms of our build-up, and then we had to switch it eventually when we switched from the 4-2-3-1. So he can play as that deepest midfielder, but I don't want him to. It takes a lot of his natural game away from him, and of course we don't want that. So Kobbie Mainoo, Edison, very similar roles in this system. The one will sit, the other one will get forward, and vice versa situations will occur and happen, and everything is looking great. Of course, Mateus Cunha is out for, I think it was 2 months, if I'm not mistaken, and James Garner's gonna be on the bench for this one. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna miss this game, but that's okay. That's all right. We're gonna hop on into this game. The Citizens, well, it's first versus second, so it's an early clash of the two best teams in the Premier League. But the boys are ready. Ahmad, I'm expecting a lot from him though. It's his first start in a little while, and I think he's got this in the bag. Right here, it's an afternoon kickoff. I don't think it's a 12:30 kickoff. It'll be a 3 p.m. game. It'll definitely be a 3 p.m. game, and that's okay. That's all right. But that was in the league opener. Oh my God, Jake! Oh my days! That's why you start Benjamin Sesko. Oh my word! Not the best ball whipped in, but by no means was that a slouch of a finish. It was an absolutely insane finish, beating Gigi Donnarumma in the air. Well, with a looping header, I should say. He's beaten Ruben Diaz in the air, and he's beaten the goalkeeper with an outstanding bit of work. I mean, they didn't even show the goddamn goal. Let me show you the Brom Squad Gaming highlights. That makes more sense. So we got Mbeumo here on the wing. We're going to take that away, and he just floated the ball in there. I mean, he gets absolutely sliced down by Kovacic, and you probably would think that Donnarumma would do better here. That is incredibly poor. That's incredibly poor. There we go. Straight through the midfield into Bruno. Bruno's now got tons of space to pass the ball into. Amad Diallo, he might be able to create something here. He's chipped the ball into the central. Oh, it was not the greatest of crosses. Here we go. Edison pops off a shot from distance, and it's just floated too high over the crossbar. Oh my. Bruno Fernandes, he's held back. He's looking to defend, just like all good captains try and do. And Sesko, he's given the ball into Ahmad. Ahmad, he's looking for that ball back out to Mbeumo. Mbeumo, he's going to slide the ball back into Sesko. Sesko takes the touch, and it's going to be another foul. Mbeumo gets fouled yet again down that right-hand side. He's proving to be a great danger man. And to be fair, I think Kovacic should have probably been booked in that for that first goal that we actually did score. So I'm going to shoot from this weird angle. We're going to call Mbeumo here just to be a little decoy. Bruno Fernandes, he's going to send this one into the back of the goddamn nets, and it's parried away from Donnarumma, or by Donnarumma, I should say. I mean, he has not been very good to start off this game. He's looked very shaky. Oh my! And City just look incredibly shaky right now. Absolutely goddamn awful. Bryan Mbeumo, he might look to try and take on Aït-Nouri. Back into Bruno Fernandes. Oh, and it's a brilliant tackle. Last ditch effort as well. Bruno Fernandes, he's looked for Mbeumo. He's found Mbeumo. Sesko's there. Oh, Sesko is such a cheat code. It's unfreaking believable. Like I said, last episode he started racking up a few more goals, started getting a bit more involved in the box action, and right here, right now, he's got 2 in the Manchester derby, and he's absolutely battered Ruben Diaz away there. Yet again for another header. Ryan Shirky, he's looking to try and create something down this right-hand side. He has been largely anonymous in this game. Puts the ball on the floor and just bangs one out straight to Bruno. Bruno looks laid into Mbeumo. Mbeumo passes it back to Sesko. Sesko looks for that through ball immediately, and it's a 1-2 combo punch, and it is 3-0 inside the opening half, which that means on this channel we are going to simulate the rest of this game, which also might mean we might actually play the Sheffield United game, because I mean, what's the point of it? But this is a brilliant goal. Great combo play from the forwards. I mean, Bruno Fernandes just releasing Mbeumo down that right-hand side, and then Mbeumo playing the 1-2 with the likes of Sesko, and it's tickets after that. So we are going to simulate the rest of this game. If somehow, some way City come back and win, fair enough to them. But I don't think that they will, because we run out 4-0 winners. A pair each for Sesko and Mbeumo. Only one sub was made, and that was Mazraoui off for Diego Dalot. Memphis Depay came on for Haaland in the second half. Kovacic was subbed off for Foden. That was just after our goal. So, a lot of crazy things happened. I mean, we maintained around a 67% possession, which is outrageous. They had one opportunity only. That must have been after we simmed the game, because we didn't concede any like sort of shots or opportunities to them. We had 12. We had 4 major chances, and we scored 4 big goals. Briefly after that Man City game, Vitek came to us and he was like, you know what? I'm looking to stay here long term. I'm really happy with my position in the squad, and I want to be here for the next few years. I want to come in with my agents. I want to sit down. I want to bang out a brand new contract. He's only on 13k a week. So my idea and understanding of what I want to do with him is he will be a sporadic player, maybe a rotational player, but he has accepted sporadic, which is brilliant, because again, he's competing for that second spot, but he is going to be a third choice keeper or second choice keeper, depending on how things go. We're going to insert a 2-year extension into his new and improved contracts. So he's going to be here for the next 4 seasons potentially. Release clause we don't really need, because I mean, it is the Prem. We don't necessarily deal with those sort of things. And then in terms of the wages, he has come back and said, I want 21k with a 185,000 sign-on bonus, which I am very happy to award him, give him. I mean, he hasn't really proven himself so far this season for us, but last year in the championship for Bristol City, he was absolutely outstanding, which made me want to keep him and have him as that second choice option. So I'm glad he's here for the long term. Now, when it comes to the Sheffield United team, they're currently sat in 18th position. Typically, I would look to try and simulate this game, but because we just absolutely battered the brakes off of Manchester City, we're going to play this game, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it. We're going to make a few rotations, because, of course, we've got the Champions League game coming up relatively soon, and I want the boys fresh and ready for that one. In their last 5 games, they've drawn 1, lost 3, and they won their last game. I'm just looking. They won their last game. So they've got a bit of form going. It's going to be quite tough for the boys when we go. Is it a home game? I can't actually remember now. It could be home or away. I'm not too sure. But this is going to be a tough game regardless. No team in the Premier League is a pushover. No team in the Premier League is an easy 3 points, ever. They'll be playing with a wing play preset, which is quite cool. O'Hara is their key defensive player, so they'll be looking to defend through the middle quite aggressively, you would imagine. And the key attacking player is Tom Cannon, former Leicester City man, but he is also paired up with Patrick Bamford, so they're going to have quite a physical duo up top. And they've also got Riedewald in the midfield, former Crystal Palace and Ajax defender slash central defensive midfielder, if I'm not mistaken. They've got a good team. Cheetah Obi is on their bench. Hopefully he can get some minutes. I don't know if we inserted a do not play against us clause, but nonetheless, it would be cool if he did get a few minutes here or there. It is away at Bramall Lane. Of course, we are going to go with this 3-5-2 formation, you could call it. Mateus Cunha is obviously going to be out. Patrick Dorgu will be starting, however. Very exciting times. But there will be a few rotations that will be made. Lamens on the bench. In fact, Vitek on the bench. Lamens, I don't even want to see you. Oosterwolds, I don't want to see you either. The likes of Edison will play over Kobbie Mainoo. Garner is going to come in for Bruno Fernandes. Edison back into the 10 role. I'm thinking Ahmad can drop out for Diego Dalot, because of course this is a very fluid sort of system. The wing backs can be wingers or they can be natural fullbacks, so Dalot and Mazraoui could also play there. Speaking of Mazraoui, I'm actually going to give him a break. Yoro's going to play, and also the likes of, who's going to be the captain? Martinez is going to stay. Ignacio is going to take up that middle centre-back role, and Mbeumo is going to drop out for Bowen. Now, this could be a slight issue in terms of striker rotational play, but it's okay. I'm okay with that, because we could just take out Sesko for Mbeumo later on in this game. If needed, of course. If we don't need to, then by all means, he's going to be very comfy on the bench. I'm very excited for this game. I mean, I do really like this set of tactics. I mean, that is the tactics code right there. If you guys want to just pause the video, use the tactics code. This is a lot of fun to use, to be frank. This is a lot of fun to use. Okay, it's another afternoon game at Bramall Lane, of course. They're very physical. They're going to be playing a 4-4-2, mid-block probably. And I need the boys that are on the field to show some hearts, show some fights, show some desire. And Patrick Dorgu, he's come away with the ball, but he has lost it. And the captain for the afternoon, Lissandro Martinez, leading by example. Good ball, straight from Edison into Bowen. Bowen takes a shot on, and it's a great save from, is it Michael Cooper? I'm pretty sure his name is Michael Cooper, their goalkeeper. And right here, James Garner to whip in a great cross into the box. It's flicked on. It's flicked on very well. Oh my. And I think Cheeto Obi is actually starting against us. I'm not too sure now. Jared Bowen takes a good turn. Looks for his strike partner. Oh! Patrick Dorgu. Oh, it's a horrible take. Horrendous take. Look at that gold badge. The gold badge. I don't have a badge. But look at the gold badge. Jesus Christ. That is... I know Garner just gave away the ball like a bit of a knob. But that was outrageous from Tom Davies. Outrageous. Okay. I actually thought with the ref stopping the game, it could be a red card. Well, I don't know. I don't like Sesko taking the free kick either. What the hell is this? Patrick Dorgu looking to whip the ball into the back post. Oh, Jared Bowen trying to find Sesko. Sesko takes a bit of a tumble, but, you know, it's okay. Sheffield United are bullying the absolute shit out of us right now. We're losing possession. We're all over the place. It's untenable what we're doing. We're not playing good football. This is not how we played versus City. That is what we want to see. Jared Bowen straight through the middle. Cuts the ball onto his left foot. Oh my days, that is horrific shooting. That was such a delayed, that was a purposeful delayed thing that the CPU just did. Because I pushed square long ago. Long ago. Oh no. No, just clear the ball. Thank you, Jesus. I was stressed for a very brief second. I'm getting really angry with how this team's performing right now. Ball over the top. There we go. Jared Bowen takes it down on his chest. Bang. That's what we've been calling out for. This has been an absolute shocker of a performance. I have been god awful, but somehow, someway, we haven't conceded. And you would fear for a team like Sheffield United, where if you're not scoring when you're on top, especially in the Premier League, if you don't take your chances, it's going to be quite a tough and really long sort of season for you guys. So got to improve. But I mean, to be fair, they've been by far the better team in this game. At the break, we're going to be making a whole host of subs. I'm thinking Harry Amass is set to come on. Jared Bowen, I know he scored the goal, but he is going to come off. Luxa still is going to come off for Bruno Fernandes. Edison's going to go there. Martinez is going to come out for the likes of Humphreys. We're going to keep... That's just low-key pissing me off. There we go. We're going to do that. Inacio is going to come off. So that's 5 changes all at half-time because of how bad we've been playing. Inacio is kind of because Bruno Fernandes should get the captain's armband. Like, what is this woke nonsense? I mean, Patterson, for his debut, he hasn't really done much, but I mean, our defense has been overrun many times, which I don't like. Preferably would have liked to have only made 4 changes. Would have liked to have kept 1 sub on the bench for the second half. But I think it's okay for now. I'm okay with this stuff. I'm okay with, in fact, yeah, I'm okay with all of this. This is fine. So those are the changes at the break. 5 changes all at halftime. Has that ever happened in the Premier League before? I don't even know. But hopefully it creates the reaction that I'm looking for in the second half. Why has my subs not been made? Okay. Well, we're going to do all that shit again because this game is full of nonsense. Bowen off. Edison there. Stiller off. Bruno there. Humphreys there. Inacio off. Okay. Everything that I just said, we'll run it back again. Can you not make 5 changes at halftime? Can you just not do that? Martinez is coming off to a standing ovation. You should not be coming off to a standing ovation because you did not play well, sir. But what is up with this game? Like, it's one of those. Oh, there we go. Diego Dallo. He's looking to cross the ball. Oh, that's brilliant defending, to be fair. That is brilliant defending. Oh, my days. We got to get a grip of this game because this is becoming a bit scary right now. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. Oh, my days! That's their like first really good opportunity that they've actually taken a shot with. I mean, we've made changes and the play has somewhat improved, but it just looks like Sheffield United are getting the best of whatever this formation can defend with. But when it comes to us attacking, we have serious numbers going forward and we have a lot of quality. And unfortunately, in today's football, money equals power and power equals dominance and dominance equals league titles. And when you have players like Mbeumo coming off your bench and combining with a player like Sesko, two players who were signed for 75 million, however many's, it just makes my life a lot easier. And again, I haven't changed the POV thing. It still pisses me off. But hey, we're here. We're 2-0 to the good. Have not played well. This is our worst performance as the manager of this great grand club. And I think it speaks volumes when you can win without playing well. No, I'm not talking like an Arsenal thing. I'm just saying like win when you're playing badly. That's pretty good. James Garner looking to cover. Edison, he's tracked back nasty over there. And there we go. Diego Dalot finds Mbeumo. Mbeumo finds Diego Dalot. He's screaming for it, but so is Benjamin Sesko, who's calling for it. Benjamin Sesko, great header, and unlike Gianluigi Donnarumma, well, goalkeeper did well. We won the ball high up the field. Little strike combination pairing. 10 goals for Mbeumo in 7 games. That's outrageous. A fantastic assist for Sesko yet again. And it looks like that right striker, I mean, Bowen scored the first one and Mbeumo scored the next 2. That's some great play. That is some great play. We've been missing large majorities of this combination. The ability to string more than 2 passes together. And when we do, you really do see the quality that this team has. Bruno Fernandes, he wins the header. Amas flicks it onto Brian Mbeumo. Mbeumo plays a great ball into Amas. Amas continues his run. Now, Harry Amas was on loan at Sheffield Wednesday. Oh my days, and this goal, if I had have scored, it would have meant a lot. Okay, we've got ourselves a corner kick here. I actually don't want Garner taking it. Mbeumo, okay. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Mbeumo taking corners either, but I do like an in-swinging corner kick. Oh, grazes the net, the top of the net. Little ball. Little ball. Little ball! Oh no! It could have been a hat-trick for Mbeumo. It could have been a hat-trick. But it was a great clearance. Now why is Mbeumo taking this side? Oh, and bit of a cock up here with the tactics. It's fine, it's alright. Sesko's there. They're gonna clear it. They've done so. It's fallen straight to Bruno Fernandes, who wins the header. Back to Bruno. Bruno's looking for the ball to the back post, and it's flapped away. The goalkeeper is at 9s and 10s. The defender's at 5s and 4s. Oh no. Tyrese Campbell. Oh, he's looking. There we go. No, no, no. Our passing up from the back has been absolutely god-awful in this game. This has been a shock of a game. And I'm hoping against AEK, Athens, we're a lot better. Right. This is our last chance. Mbeumo to Sesko. Sesko. Oh, baby! It's still our worst game. I'm still not proud of that first half performance. It's a Hall of Shame sort of game. But to win 4-0 and you didn't play well, especially in that first half, I'll take it. I'll take it every day of the week. It's another 3 points tacked onto the lead that we do have at the top of the Premier League table, which now sits at 24. We have 24 points in total this season after 8 games. So, you know, things are looking quite rosy. But now it's on to the Champions League, where we have somewhat struggled. We drew away in Turin. We just won our first game, if I'm not mistaken. So, Champions League is where it's at, guys. Patrick Dorgu has broken his toe and will be out for flipping 3 months. What? I'm honestly concerned now. Is this left midfield role in this 3-5-2 formation cursed? Because first it was Mateus Cunha, who's out for 2 months. Then it's his backup, Patrick Dorgu, who's out for 3 months. For this team, they currently sit in 34th position, which, if I'm not mistaken, is rock bottom of the Champions League group stages. They've lost their first 2 games. It must have been by massive score lines, because to be bottom is quite a lot. But they do have some very good players in here. Koita, if I'm not mistaken, from previous FIFAs, is incredibly fast. He's actually a striker. Again, I could be mistaken. I could be thinking about somebody else, but I'm pretty sure it is him. We all know about Nikola Jovic. We know about João Mario. So they do have some quality. I don't know his first name, but Marin, the left central midfielder, also very good. I'm pretty sure he played for Ajax. So they do have some good players. I mean, Strakosha as well, a very good to decent goalkeeper. Their approach is set to counter-attack, so they're going to give us a lot of the ball here, and we need to try and make the most of it. Now, I'm thinking, even though the 3-5-2 didn't work out as well in that last game, because we're going to have so much of the ball, because we want to be very aggressive with our approach high up the field, we want to try and pin them in their own half. I know that's more or less what they want, but we need to try and dictate the pace of play and maintain possession as much as possible, but in those more advanced zones, I'm thinking we're going to use that 3-5-2 formation yet again, but of course with better players who understand the system a little bit more. Into the press conference we go. We're all smiles ahead of our massive star. Bruno Fernandes, who was great, by the way, when he came on in that second half versus Sheffield United. He was very good. He was pulling the strings. He was trying to pull off these passes. Some of them didn't work. Some of them did. And it really helped us really just breathe a sigh of relief, especially when we got the second and the third and the fourth goals. It was just great. As for Mazraoui, I think Mazraoui's had a very solid season. I don't think he's been incredible, but it's only 8 or 9 games into the season so far. But to be fair to him, I think he's been good. I think he's been quite good. As for Ahmad, of course, he's now starting a few more games. We're going to really give him the run of games for the next few months because we need him. And he's going to try and prove himself and show if he's deserving of that starting position, even when Matheus Cunha does come back. So, of course, Matheus Cunha cannot play in this one, which is quite frustrating. Because also, I'm noticing here that Martinez is not fully fit. Lenny Yoro is not fully fit, but we're gonna have to, you know what? We're gonna play Mazraoui as a centre back. That's fine. And then we're actually gonna keep Dello and Ahmad there. Bit of a Ruben Amorim type thing, because they obviously do rotate into midfield, and if they get those shooting opportunities on the edge of the box, I want them being on their natural foot when doing so. So there is that too. Jared Bowen, he's gonna come on for Dorgu. Man's gonna go there. Matheus Cunha can't play. Yeah, Martinez's stamina is terrible, by the way. His stamina is quite bad. That is going to be the 11. An hour before the game, this 11 has come out and people are saying, interesting. Very, very interesting. Brian Mbeumo to kick us off under the lights. Old Trafford, it is buzzing. The fans feel like we were screwed over in that Juventus game as well. Somehow their TVs blacked out and came back and we were down 2-1. It's a great ball over the top, and Nacio is looking to deal with the wide threats. He has done so very nicely. Okay, it's all about control, guys. Come on, control, and more control. And João Mario has done very well at coming inside and just being an extra body in those central spaces. They are crowding out our middle zones, which, fair enough to them. They're locking us out. And they're looking to hit us on the break. But Koita has been marshaled there by Mazraoui. And we clear the ball, but not well. We don't clear the ball that well. Oh my god. The post saved our lives. João Mario almost mistakenly popping up with a crazy goal. Deflected off Inacio. He just puts a foot out, to be fair. And the ball trickles almost into the back of the net, but it hits the post. And it rolls out for a corner kick. Can we maybe try and work something here? I mean, the Champions League games have been quite tough, to say the very least. Good ball into the box. Oh my days, and it's the young Kobbie Mainoo. It was just a cross and hope. I didn't even expect Kobbie Mainoo to make that run into the danger area, but he did. And I also remember him doing that beforehand. I do remember him doing that beforehand. I don't know if it was this season or last season now. Some time has passed, guys. But what an incredible opportunity for the young man. Hung up in the air, Benjamin Sesko, that's who I was intending it to be for. But Kobbie Mainoo said, don't worry, I'm also making that run. He gets there. Strakosha probably should do a little bit better. But I mean, I'm not going to complain. They're not going to complain. We all are not going to complain. And neither is Kobbie Mainoo, because he's got his first UCL goal for the club. And now we head into halftime with a 1-0 lead. Let's hope, let's hope that we don't concede 2 goals before we can even kick a ball in the second half. But Kobbie Mainoo with his first for the club. Now, if we take a look at the match facts, we have maintained a lot of the possession. Not as much as what I would have wanted, but we've done so accordingly. 57% in our favor. We've had 92 passes to their 53. Our pass accuracy, and this is where we need to improve, has been 84%. So it's not the worst, but by no means is it great. So yes, there is that. We need to be a little bit better. In terms of the team stamina, Dallo is slightly fading, so we'll have to adjust. Matthijs de Ligt and Stiller are also somewhat fading, so they'll definitely be 3 players, maybe alongside Kobe Manu, that do come off in the second half. It was an in-swinging ball. I mean, I need Sesko in those areas, not Mbeumo. I mean, Mbeumo can definitely hit a ball with his head. Fair enough. But I need Sesko with his 6'5" aerial prowess. Oh no. Oh my. Oh my. That was brilliant timing from Matthijs de Ligt. Little lofted pass over the top into Benjamin Sesko. Takes a great touch and smashes it home for a 2-0 lead. A bit of a goal against the run of play. I mean, if they got their passing networks correct in that little instance that they did have, it could have been 1-1. Instead, we win the ball back, we play it up the field. Bruno Fernandes unlocks their defense with a little chipped ball over the top of their defense. Sesko runs onto it, and he absolutely yams it past Strakosha for the second goal. Okay. Mazraoui onto Koita. Senna Lamens is there. He's going to roll it out nicely to Stiller, and Stiller plays a great ball first time into Amad Diallo. Oh, no, he was offside. He was offside. We're going to make a few changes right here, right now. I'm thinking Jared Bowen on. I don't know if he's going to play there, though. As for this, I'm thinking Stiller off. Bruno dropping in there. Hobby's going to come off for Mason Mount. And Oosterwolde can play there. Ignacio can move to the middle. And I'm happy with that. I think, actually, Bruno Fernandes. Mbeumo is going to switch out to that left-hand side. Bowen's going to go up front. We could also bring on Garner, but I'm actually going to... I actually want to keep that one change. Wait, have we... 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we only made 4 changes. Okay, we're going to save that 5th change for later on in this game. Jared Bowen! Oh, that's a great save from Strakosha. Great ball. Benjamin! He missed. That was outrageous. Left-footed strike as well. Yeah, I just cut too much across it. I mean, it's a great hit, to be fair. It's a great hit. Just unfortunate not to have it on target. Come on, boy. Big Ben. Into Mbeumo. Mbeumo back into Sesko. Sesko looking for that little dink pass over into Jared Bowen. Jared Bowen takes a touch, and he takes a hit, and it's just wide of the mark yet again for another one. God damn it. Oh my days, that is outrageous goalkeeping from Strakosha. He is turned into prime Superman. Oh my, Mason Mount, you absolute madman. We'll take those. Benjamin Sesko with another goal. And I think it's a good time to make that final change. I mean, to sub off Bruno Fernandes for the likes of James Garner. Ignacio gets the armband somehow, some way. I don't like that. You should be able to set like a 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th choice captain. Most clubs these days have those sort of, things implemented anyway. So it should be a part of the game. But yeah, Bruno's going to come off. A little bit of a standing ovation, deservedly. And we're going to see out this game. They've ripped straight through us from their kickoff. I don't like that. I don't like how they just did that. But anyway, Ignacio's there. He's going to win the header. Oh my days. And look at that. Senna Lamens. And there you have it. A solid 3-0 win. We were very good. There were some moments where we should have scored more goals. But I'll take a solid 3-0 win. I'll take the 3 points in the Champions League. We were in 6th. I don't know where that leaves us now. But the players are very happy with their performance. I'm very happy with the performance. And now we move on to a big game versus Nottingham Forest. Because I didn't know where we were in the Champions League after the 3rd game of it, we are currently in 2nd place. We are just behind Newcastle, who sit in 1st. And our next opponent, as you can see there, is Borussia Dortmund, which is going to be a very good game in the next episode. So yeah, those are the standings as things stand in the UCL. In terms of the Premier League, however, we sit at the top of the table. 8 games played, 8 wins, 25 scored, 2 against. Our goal difference is at 23, and our points total is at 24. We are doing better than 3 goals a game, which is outrageous. We are killing things. We are 7 points clear of second and third place. We're just good. We're just good. It is a first versus 8th sort of game. Nottingham Forest in 8th. We're in first. Nottingham Forest's last few games, 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss. Their last game being a loss, so they're definitely needing some improvements. But Chris Wood will definitely be a danger man. Elliot Anderson in the midfield, Milinkovic in the defense. I'm surprised there's no Murillo. I don't know if they may have sold him, but of course, let's also not forget their 2 wingers of Ndai and Bakwa are very pacey, very physical in Ndai, and they've got the talent to really get at our wider sections, which does maybe lead me to think that a 4-2-3-1 might be the best option. In terms of how they're going to be playing, it's going to be a standard approach. Anderson is the key on both the defensive and offensive phases of play. So we're going to have to make sure that we man mark the stuffing out of him so that he can't create or dictate anything. For our game at Old Trafford versus West Ham United, I'm thinking Garner's going to play, and I'm also thinking Mason Mount. Jared Bowen is going to play over Ahmad on that left-hand side. In fact, actually, going to put Jared Bowen on his natural right-hand side. And then Mbuemo, who did quite well as that wing-back / wide left forward, going to give him a try on the left-hand side. Now, I know that we probably should rotate the centre-backs. Lenny Yoro is going to start. No, actually, no, I can't. It's a big game. Mateus de Ligt and Martinez will start. Lenny Yoro might come off the bench, and so might Ignacio for these two if they are somewhat tired. But I'm very happy with that midfield, and I don't want to make any other changes. In terms of the tactical approach now, I think that's okay. However, I would actually like Jared Bowen to play as a shadow striker. So we'll get him slightly higher. Of course, he's not going to be that wide, but he can if he needs to. But he'll be more or less pairing up with Sesko up top. Alrighty, it's in the rain. Okay, this is going to be a very tight and combative affair. We're not going to be able to use our normal go-to keep the ball on the floor game plan. So we need to be very nifty with how we manage this game. Ball into Mbuemo, back into Bruno. Bruno finds Sesko. Sesko's got loads of space, and he takes a huge and heavy touch. And, well, Newcastle. Nottingham Forest. They clear the ball. Little ball over the top into Brian Mbuemo. Oh, that was a brilliant pass picked up from Ben Stiller. No, that's an actor. It's Angelo Stiller. Ben Stiller. This is not the Knicks. This is Man United. He's looking to get. Oh my God, Rasmus Højlund. I forgot that we sold Rasmus Højlund to Forest. I swear to God, if Rasmus Højlund scores against me, I'm going to lose my shit. Little ball floated in. Oh my goodness gracious me. And that was just offside. That ball floated in from Bowen was absolutely outrageous. And Sesko's just offside. You know what we might actually do? Because Ndoye is so strong, we might just swap our left and right back. We might just swap it around because we can. we'll put Oosterwolde on that side. In fact, I'm actually thinking that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to put Oosterwolde on this side because Ndoye is running down that side. We're going to have Mazraoui on the left, Oosterwolde on the right, and we're just going to swap the roles around. I don't know why I didn't think of that in the first place. Fullback and versatile, and Mazraoui is going to be inverted wingback, and just on build up. So it'll be something more like that, and then you'll have Mazraoui and Mbuemo doubling up, which could actually work out in our favor, and Bowen having the freedom just to attack down that right-hand side and literally combine with Sesko. This is going to work out much better. And then we've got the physicality of Oosterwolde versus Ndoye. Oh, there we go. There's the mistake. Bruno Fernandes pounces on it. Oh my God, and it's a great save from Sells. And that could have been a great goal to get just before the break. However, we've got ourselves a corner kick. Brian Mbuemo set to take it. I need somebody's head on this one, please, gents. Oh my God, that would have been amazing. That would have been amazing. I actually should have taken with Stiller. Why did I not use Stiller there? But it's half time. 0-0. Not the greatest. I mean, the rain is really affecting us. We must remember it has been raining. Oh, there's Murillo. Well, it's good to see that they haven't sold him. In terms of the match facts, we have been absolutely atrocious. Nottingham Forest have definitely been the better team, and it shows. Possession, 64% to 36% in their favor. Outrageous. They've had almost double the passes. The pass accuracy has been better. It's just not been good. It's not been good from us. If we have a look at the overall stamina of the team, Martinez is looking a bit sluggish. In fact, we're going to look to rotate him out for Inacio. And in fact, we're going to make both sense back changes. Those are going to be the only changes that we do make at half time. Yeah, we might be seeing a bit of Ahmad in the second half. We might be seeing some Mason Mount, or maybe a Kobe Manu, or maybe even an Edison driving through the midfield at the defense. But we need to improve, though. This is a shambolic first half, and it's not the first time I've said that in this episode. Sheffield United was the warning signs. I don't want any more of Sheffield United or what I've seen in that first half. Although, to be fair, we were slightly better in that first half compared to the Sheffield United first half. And right here, right now, Jaden Oosterwolde, I know he is playing on the right-hand side, but that's not an excuse. Oh no, they've cut us open. Oh no, they've sent me to the shops. Oh, and it's Senna Lamens with a great save. Okay, they're making subs. We need to make some subs. Goodness gracious me. I'm going to bring on Humphreys for, well, Mazraoui. I'm also going to bring on Edison for Ghana. If I can get there. This game is testing my patience right now. So those are going to be the 3 changes that we do make, and those are all of our subs for this game. There we go. There we go. No. There we go. Edison! I needed that goal. God damn it, I needed that goal so bad. My patience were so thin. Paper thin. We were playing like shit. A little bit of ball movement, a little bit of rotation. Edison making a great run further into the box. Runs off of the back of Elliot Anderson, their key defensive player, as well as their key attacking player. And he just bashes it past the goalkeeper. Sells, hold that, pick that one out your net. 1-0 to United. There we go. Into Ahmad. Ahmad squares it into Bruno Fernandes. That's right, I'm styling on you fools. Pam. I love his celebration. That I didn't even know it was in the game, guys. I honestly didn't know it was in the game. But yeah, I'm styling on you fools. Ahmad with a lovely pass across the face of goal. Elliot Anderson does not pick up the run of Bruno Fernandes, and Bruno Fernandes looks at him as the ball goes into the back of the net. That is the most craziest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. God damn. Oh, look at this. Yeah, that's why I moved. No, I can't move Oosterwolde like that. Just as I was like, yeah, that's why I moved Oosterwolde there. Bro was like, hang on, watch this. Straight to the opposition player. However, we do run out 2-0 winners. And now it's on to our final game of the episode. We are going to simulate the Wolves game. Don't you worry about that. But we then move on to the final game of the episode versus Aston Villa. For this game, we are, of course, going to simulate it. We are going to rotate as well. Jared Bowen's going to start up top. Humphreys is going to come in for Oosterwolde. We've got the likes of Lenny Yoro starting over Matthijs de Ligt. And we've got Dallo starting over Mazraoui. That's fine. That's all right. I'm going to give Bruno a break, but he's going to remain on the bench. And I'm going to start Kobe Manu alongside James Garner. And Stella can have a full rest for us. Patterson's going to come in for Lamens. It is the round of 16. However, if we do lose, it's not going to make my whole world come crashing down. I will be annoyed, but it won't consistently bug me, if that makes sense. That is the team. Martinez captains the side. I'm quite happy with that. I'm hoping that we have enough quality on the bench if needed, but I'm hoping we don't necessarily need those players. So, simulate the game, wrap it up. Let's progress to the quarterfinals, please. 2-0 win. Ahmad with a goal in the 82nd minute. Humphreys got booked. Mount got booked. Dallo got booked. And Humphreys with a goal to open the scoring. A very balanced looking game, to be fair. 50% possession each. On average, 5 shots or 4 shots each. Not too bad. Yeah. I mean, Patterson was actually tested in this game, which is good for him. And he kept a clean sheet. So can't complain too much. Aston Villa are in 10th position. They're playing a 4-1-4-1. Now, clearly, Unai Emery is no longer the Villa manager. Because I'm pretty sure that they were not playing a 4-1-4-1 under him. They also have a very strange and different looking team. Dobbin set to start, I don't know. Obviously, they've just come off of the cup game, so this could be a somewhat rotated predicted lineup. But Tielemans and Munoz being their key players does make a lot of sense. They're going to be trying to play a possession-based brand of football. I'm okay with that. In their last 5 games, they've won just once. They've drawn twice and lost twice. I would imagine, Watkins would start up front over Frick. I would imagine that potentially Konsa comes back in for Sice. Maybe Gisand plays on the wing. Maybe Martin plays on the wing. Who knows? But I do think it will be a slightly stronger squad than the predicted lineup. Now, in terms of our lineup, of course, Euro did play in that last one, and Ignacio is going to play in this one over Martinez, and of course, it's just the consistent change of Garner coming in for Dorgu at this moment in time. I'm thinking, though, do we play Edison? He did score in the last game for us. He did quite well for us, to be fair. So I think that's going to be the 11 that we go with. We're going to play the 4-2-3-1, if you guys didn't know that already. And yeah, in terms of the tactics, I'm not going to do anything too crazy. I kind of like the tactics as is. I'm very much settling on said tactics. So yeah, those are going to be our 2 changes that we do make to the full 11 at Villa Park, potentially under the lights. Nope, I lie. Do they tell us the time? 3 p.m. It's not under the lights, it's in the sun. So put your sun cream on. We're going to go get 3 points. Rightio, kicking things off. Now, Villa are a very weird up and down sort of team, and they are playing Ollie Watkins, they are playing Evan Gassand. In fact, let's have a look here. Let's have a look at the team. Okay, you guys know my team already, but in terms of their team, Watkins, McGinn, Onana, Tielemans, Gassand, Kamara, Martin Torres, Konsa, Munoz, and Martinez. Now that's a very strong 11, so they've gone quite hard here, which, to be fair to them, good. I want them to. I want to beat a very good team. And Morgan Rogers is on the bench. Very interesting settings for the young superstar. There we go. Lovely ball. Smashed across the face of goal. Well. 3 minutes in, and we'll just cherry pick our 3 points in this game. Great goal from Sesko. 7 and 10 for him. Outrageous settings. Ahmed with a lovely ball across the face of goal. Sesko running off the back of the defenders like they're not even focusing on him. Konsa's ball watching. He gets pulled out. And Pau Torres, to be fair, he was trying to get in front of Sesko, but Sesko beat him with a bit of pace and power and slid it home in the bottom corner. He's being marked, and they've gone for a ball just to the top of the box, but Bruno Fernandes is there. And now we've got a bit of outlet speed and pace and drive. Oh my god, forcing a brilliant save from Emi Martinez. Great shot, great cannon shot, I should say, from the big man. And if you look into the distance there, you'll see it's not Unai Emery, so they definitely have changed their manager, Aston Villa. So, we've got a little combo play happening here. Into Mbuemo. Mbuemo, edge of the box. Oh, I looked to chip it, but it was a great block from Onana. Just control, boys, control. Draw them in, draw them out, and play it straight through. Lovely ball. Sesko, he's made the run, he's held it up nicely. He's looking for Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes takes a touch, heavy one, and it's just dealt with. Just. Oh my. Oh no. Damn it. That was so close to a second. Yeah. Focus, gents. We're winning 1-0. It's just before half time. They've looked to whip it across. Center Lamens there. We're going to put up the ball on the floor. We're going to chip it into Oosterwolde. Oosterwolde's going to control it. He's looking for that ball into Bruno. Bruno's telling Ahmad, go make that run, kid. Go make that run. Ahmad's looking for the ball into Sesko. Sesko takes a great touch. And he hits it off the crossbar. Off the goddamn crossbar. That should be 2-0. I'm a bit worried, guys. It's only 1-0, and Villa are a very good team that have a lot of quality. Sesko should have made it 2 there. Are we going to regret that in the second half? Well, I guess we're going to find out. So, as things stand at the break, it's been a very even sort of game in terms of the possession. Villa have created 1 or 2 movements that have made me a little bit worried, but we've managed to deal with them with our backline, so they haven't actually created any shot opportunities or really tested Lamens, you could say. We've had 5 shots on goal, or at goal, or in that vicinity. We've scored 1. Probably should have been 2. But in terms of the passes, it's more or less around the same areas. We've put in more tackles. We worked a little bit harder than them out of possession, and that's why we do have a lead, because we've worked just a little bit harder, and that has been the difference between the two sides. Little ball into Mbuemo, into Ahmad. Ahmad back into Sesko. Sesko beats the man, and Ahmad finds the side netting inside the goal, so it is going to be 2-0, and Emma gets a second goal of the season in the Prem after 8 appearances. I think that was what we desperately needed. We desperately needed that second goal to somewhat give us a bit more of breathing room. Mount's going to come on. Bowen's going to come on. James Garner will come on. And Bruno's going to go onto the wide right side. Edison's going to move up top. That's fine. And Diego Dallo is going to come on for Mazraoui. And I think as well. I think what we should do is make a few changes here. I was thinking about making that 5th change, but I'm not going to leave that for now. I'm going to leave that for now. Bowen as an attack advance forward. That's fine. Stiller, I want a bit more movement, and I also want a bit more movement from Garner. Edison, I want dropping a bit deeper. Yes, I like that. Push him up higher, that's fine with me. And that here can be set to a build-up sense back. I should have actually been changing him the entire time, to be fair. Yeah, okay. I like this. We're trying Bruno slightly wider. We're trying Mount slightly wider, but that's fine. That's all right. We're going to see how things go. We do have one more change. And that's going to most likely be Kobe Mainu. Or if we need to, a defensive option can come on off the bench. There we go. Lovely ball. Bruno Fernandes plays in Jared Bowen. Jared Bowen takes on a shot from a weird angle. And slams the ball into the roof of the net and gives us our 3rd goal. He gets tackled on some Astro slash... It's not really tile concrete or anything because it's like a running track, isn't it? Or it's like a bit around. Anyway, we score a goal. It's our 3rd goal of the game. We've absolutely battered Aston Villa in the second half. And the subs have made a great impact, you could say. And that should really be the game. Ref, just blow the whistle. Get the game done. Another 3 points onto the total. I mean, what's that? 27 points for us now, I think. So, a very good game for us. Hasn't been the greatest episode in terms of like the style of play or the approach from our team. But hopefully in the next episode, we improve on that. We've got some big games in the next episode. I mean, we already know that we have a Borussia Dortmund game. So, there is that too. So, stick around for that. It'll be out in the next few days. And hey, don't forget to smash that like button down below. There you have it, people. That is the end of episode... I don't know what number this episode is, so please do forgive me. But that is the end of the episode. I do hope you guys have really enjoyed it, and I hope I've been able to entertain and provide you guys some good content for like the last hour or so. And yes, anyways, until the next time, until the next one, I hope you guys have a smashing goddamn day, and I'm out of here. Peace!